12 Wednesdays full effect. We're going to get at it. What's up? What's up? Wealth Wednesdays as always. Okay, got some people joining the room. So we'll let that happen. As always, it's your boy Brett Parker, Urban Accountant. Here every Wednesday around 12:30, drop some jewels. Felt it on my mind, being as though tax season is, fast approaching. Everybody's about to get this lump sum of money. So I think today we'll really get into, some things you could just do with your money. I'm all about taking money and making more money. Money is not meant to be saved; it's meant to be traded. It should be all dollars should always be working for you. So, today we're going to talk about some ways that you can put that money to work. Ideally, I try to tell my clients we want to try to make, the next year a better year than it was this year. So, we'll talk about some strategies that I've done myself, some strategies that I've helped some of my clients do, some strategies I've learned over time. Like I said, I'll give it about 2 more minutes. I got some people over on Instagram jumping in. My man Rayon, Old Faithful over there on Facebook. Good guy right there. All right, so we got some new people, some old people. Like I said, Brett Parker, Urban Accounting, senior partner at Parker Financial Services in Philadelphia. Just a little bit about myself. I like to do that every time for the new people. 10 plus years in the tax and accounting game, master's in accounting, certified business coach, certified financial coach. So I've been around the financial gauntlet. I love the financial gauntlet. I love helping with finance. I love seeing money get made. And overall, my goal is for the people in the urban communities, let's build that wealth. Let's close that wealth gap. So let's jump into it. Like I said, today's topic, talking about some financial mistakes I see people do with their refunds. And today we're going to talk about trying to maximize those refunds. For me, the number one thing I think you can do is invest. I know a lot of times when we hear invest, we always thinking, into the stock market, real estate and all that. And that's all good. But the first thing I think you need to do is invest in yourself. Let's figure out, okay, am I comfortable in the situation I'm in? Or do I want to see some change? Do I want to advance? What's going on in life? So I think the first investment you can make knowing that you have this lump sum of money coming in is, analyzing where you're at in life and if you're, happy and comfortable in the place you're at in life. I get a lot of people, I think we've all done that. Start school, stop school, start school, stop school. So I tell a lot of people, when you get that lump sum of money, it may be time to kind of put that to whether you need to, delinquent on student loans to pay that student loan to get back in and go ahead and close out on that degree, because that degree is going to help you get, a better lifestyle, So, it, if school is what you want to do, sometimes I see refunds anywhere from $2,000 to $14,000. So I mean, it's a big gap, but there's a lot you can do with that money. Whether it's like I said, paying off student loans so you can get back in school, or using that money for some type of school. The next thing is kind of like school, but more so training. It may be that mentor that you wanted to link up with. That's in the same business room, whether it be real estate, investing, cryptocurrency, learning a certain trade, whether it's, hair, barbershop, doing taxes. So, taking that money and investing in some sort of training that can make tomorrow better for you. Let's not try to stay the same. That's the goal, is to keep growing, keep evolving in life. A lot of things you get, people with the New Year's resolution, you want to be more healthy. And, over the past, year or some time, I've really been, working on not just physical health, but mental health. And this may be the time where you say, I'm going to take some money. You may create a plan and you're saying that, Monthly, I'm going to do something for my mental health for myself. So, you may say, you know what, every month I'm going to take $120 and I'm going to give me a massage. So, you just stretch that, you stretch that money out over a period of time, but, giving back to yourself, pouring back into yourself versus the mistake, that I see a lot of people make. We go out, we get these refunds, and now we're at the mall. We're on that trip. And while that trip may be good, but is that a temporary band-aid? Going to the mall, that whole, oh, I worked hard this year, I deserve this. Like, let's kind of get out of that mindset and, start investing in ourselves so we can truly live the lifestyle that we truly want to live, day in, day out. Um, my next topic is group investing. This is like a major thing for me. I think a lot of people are starting to catch on to it. You don't always have to go into a project, by yourself. You may have a project that's, you guys want to buy a rental property and, you may only have 5,000, but a couple other people might have 5,000. And something I've learned, I started like 2 years ago. Um, it's okay getting day twos. Everybody want to rock out with their day ones, but it's okay getting some day twos and just rocking out with some people that, had the same mindset as you. Not saying you got to cut your other friends off, but uh, I jumped into a project 2 years ago with some people, I knew of them, but didn't know them well. And we were able to, combine funds to do something, so that's what I want to urge people to do. Like, I got a group of people, they, hairstylists, didn't like the shop they was working at. They connected with each other and they took some money. Everybody took a piece of their refund, put some money together. Now they got their own shop. Everybody's happy. So it's like you didn't, you may not always have that $5,000, that $7,000 laying around, but starting in December, and I'm always talking about future tax planning. Start talking to your friends, family, and see, hey, listen, when you get your refund check and I get my refund check, you want to go half on the building? Working on that. Yo, I know you got your business, you got a restaurant, I got a restaurant. Maybe we could combine up, let's link up and do something where you're not taking your total refund. And I mean, if you really want to go ham, which I invest with, which I think you should do is it's time to go ham. You might take the whole refund and put it in, but we want to put it into something that's going to bring back some money. So, group investing, it's been around for ages. A lot of people are behind the eight ball. You think you got to get money with the friends that you known since grade school. And I mean, if you can do it that way, that's great. That's the best way you can do it. You want to get money with those that you want to get money with. But we all got families. You got your own family and you running a certain way and they not running a certain way. Why not link up with, some people in here? I've seen people in my office talk to complete strangers. Yo, I'm into this, I'm into that. What's up? And lo and behold, they link up. Now they making moves with that tax refund money. That's a lot of money that comes through. Like I was talking and looking at some reports yesterday. Last year, I think we gave out about 7.5 million in returns. So like if we just took 10% of that as a group, we could go out and start buying some real buildings, not no little, single homes. We could be making some noise downtown 2-3 years, 3 years of that, as a group, everybody's eating, that's that wealth. That's that wealth we always talking about where you can pass that down to your children. Now your children's children earn a portion of something. So that's something I'm going to be big on this year, really trying to connect those that's trying to invest, but you might not have the whole 100%, but you might got 5%, and we get 5% from there. And now we got some momentum going. So group investing is really going to be big. You're going to hear me talking about that a lot. The next, we talked about it last week, some ways to make some extra bread. Perfect time to start your side hustle. Like I said, it may be time for you to take that training. It may be time for you to take that money and invest a little bit more into your business, whether it be hiring a marketing firm, hiring an accountant, getting your website done now. So the thing is, you get a lot of people. I want to get away. Like I said, I've been doing this for 10 plus years. And I done seen some people blow through $15,000 refunds and they right back in the same boat the next year. This the year. And it's like, I'm tired of hearing it, So let's start investing in those side hustles that you enjoy, that makes you happy. You getting that $5,000 and your business is making that money. Go put that first lasting security down on that building. Get up out your basement. Your business has outgrown the basement, and you're saying, "Well, I need more clients." No, you keeping yourself there. Take that money. Sometimes you get enough money to pay rent for your shop for the whole entire year from that tax refund. But you gotta be willing to change your ways and get out of your ways of saying, "Oh, you know what? I've been wanting that bag all year. Let me go get that. I've been wanting them Jordans all year. Let me go get that." And it's like you stand in the rat race, you stand on the hamster wheel. So like I said, when you get that lump sum, let's put that lump sum to use so it starts bringing in revenue. Those Jordans gonna be there, that bag gonna be there, that trip gonna be there. Let's start bringing in more rev for our business, so then we can truly, live the life we want to live. The next thing is, I'm all about being an entrepreneur. I'm all about building leadership, but you might got some people that, I don't want to be an entrepreneur. I just want to live a nice life, and I want to be in control of my finances. We all hit humps, bumps in the road. We just went through the pandemic. I know it hit a lot of people hard. Some people made out well with it. Hopefully people are getting back on their feet, but I want you to take control of your financial life. Let's take this lump sum, and like I said, let's not plan about it when we get there. Let's have the plan so once it comes, we're not fumbling around. We know, all right, if I'm getting $5,000, I owe Capital One 1,000. I owe Amex this. I'm paying them off, and then I'm gonna start, getting my finances back on track. So let's use this refund. Like, I want to call it a bonus. Like every country doesn't get a refund, So let's use this money as a bonus to kind of catapult ourselves into certain areas that we want to be in life. Taking control of your finance, I think it comes at a great time. End of the first quarter. You see what's going on in life, but let's use that money and take control of our life. Something I worked on a client with last year. If you are one of my clients or my students in my financial coaching program, you hear us talk about snowballing debt. Uh, and I tell, hey, listen, let's take the whole thing. Because like once we get to a point where we're not counting on that money, it becomes extra. You'll see yourself wanting to just pay down debt. So, she's been snowballing the last 3 years. Literally think this year when she gets the refund, she'll be totally out of debt. Student loans repaid, cars paid the way she want to have it. So she just really like took to the snowball in debt. And I'll just give you what I mean by snowball in debt. You'll hear a lot of people say pay the biggest one first and then work your way down. I kind of work the opposite. It's a mental thing where we believe in, you think about a snowball going down hills. It starts off small, and as it goes, it grows, and it builds momentum. So we work smallest to largest, because you're mental. You see things starting to happen. So when you're getting that tax refund, you may not can pay it all off this year, but we're paying some off. All right, that's off the plate. Throughout the year, we're still working our plan, and then we come into the next year we do the same thing. So like we'll just start snowballing our debt to get that, out of our way. Next, if your debt and your finances are in order, another thing we talk about in our financial coaching is creating a emergency fund. I'm not going to go too deep into that. Everybody's emergency fund is different, but we did a survey over the summer, and 6 out of 10 people didn't have $1,000 in the savings account. Now, living in Philadelphia, the normal rent, and I'm being generous here, is probably $1,000. So what that told me was, if the job doesn't pay or some sort of income doesn't come in, you might not can pay your rent for the year. But people I talk to look super fly. Latest gear, fresh sneaks, et cetera, et cetera. Mentality of thinking is just going. So we got to change that. So this may be a perfect time to say, you know what? My rent is 1,200. I'm getting a refund of 5,000. I'm gonna take 2,400 of that, put that in the account, and just in case I run into a jam, I have somewhere I can tap into, get some money, and I can at least keep my roof over my head. So it may be a perfect time to start building up that emergency fund. And it's never a bad thing. It's just like everybody wants to stay ahead of the game. There's nothing wrong with getting ahead on your bills. Pay your bills in advance. Certain bills you can. Myself, years ago, I paid my car insurance for the year. I would say about 2 years ago, I kind of got back into it. What? Let me just pay it for the year. I need it. It's done. I got this money in my hands. Let's just do it. I'm actually at the point where I'm almost paying my bills almost for the year in the first quarter. The way my business is set up, make a lot of my money between a certain amount of time. Well, I got it. I started to learn myself. I had it. I was spending. I'm kind of getting my spending habits in order. But to start getting the real life things out of the way, now I can just play. So don't be afraid to get ahead on your bills if you can. Um, no one but a fool will think you're crazy for paying your bills in advance. And like I said, everybody, it's the big thing, repairing your credit. We kind of talked about that with the snowball effect, but it's not always, credit card debt. It might be some other things, some old charge-offs, and even if you wanted to pay a credit, repair company to do it, you have that money um, to put towards that, so you can go ahead and take care of some of that, credit issues, things that are really holding you back. Because as I go through, with my financial clients, some people made mistakes. You may have had that credit card when you was 18 in college, didn't really know how to manage it. Doesn't mean you're a bad person, but what I am big on is taking responsibility and holding yourself accountable for messes that you created. And every mess that's created, we can clean up. We can correct that mess. So with this refund, this may be a good way to correct that mess. Uh, so someone asked, just some side hustles you could get with the small, a refund. And this is like some things where if your credit is good, you can go ahead and do this. But Toro right now is booming. I think next week we're going to do a session on Toro, um, where you can literally just go put $2,500 down on the car, get the car, put it on Toro. They have their own insurance. Um, I got clients clearing $1,000 a month from a Toro vehicle. Airbnb, you may own a house. Go ahead and take that money, fix up that back room. Your son then moved out, grandson is not there, or just extra room in the house. Go ahead and spruce up that room, do a little bit of that work. Now you got another income flow coming in. One that really sticks out to me is I had a client. I think every year she bought a car. Like, and I told her, I said, one year, how about we go put some money down on the car? Say our car note is, and I would say our refund is about 6,000. So just to put that out there, um, let's go put some money down on the car. Let's say our car note is 350 a month. How about we just take the money, put it in the account, and let it auto draft? And then once that money runs out, we're back at tax season again. And she told me she started doing that, and she's like, I like my car, it's reliable, and it's like literally I'm not paying my car note. And she was like, I'm actually able to do more with my kids. I'm able to go out a little bit more because throughout the year when I have my paychecks, my second biggest bill is paid for. Our first is usually our rent or mortgage, and that's another thing. Like, you can take that money and put that there. But she was like, it just makes it easier. And she said she had to turn down some trips, Girlfriends want to hit Vegas. Let's go to Cali. She said, no, I'll be a little bit more diligent, with my choices and decisions in life. I'm gonna make this money actually work for me. Um, because she said, like, I'm just tired of being in this place. I'm tired of having to buy a car. So, just certain plans you can do with the money. It's all about planning. But it all comes back to like investing, and investing in yourself is great. I did forget. Sorry about that, about investing. Perfect time to take that money, dump that in the stock market. Crypto is booming right now. Put a little over there. But like everything that we're talking about is going to make tomorrow's life better. You know, Buying material things to me is like band-aids. You know, you go out, it's like, we get mad at our kids when they do it. They go to the toy store, they buy a toy, it's the cool toy for a week, it's done with. We go out, we buy the sneaks, the shirt, whatever it may be. You wear it, you wear it. You don't want to be seen with the same shirt. Now it's in the closet. Darn, we spent $650 on that shirt. I've done it. Um, but let's start making, this tax money that we get work for us. I got a lot of people, small businesses booming now, and take that money and invest, man. Pay that mentor. Take that training that you always been wanting to go to. Go to that conference that you always been wanting to go to, and take from it what you can versus literally, I would say, taking the money, giving it to somebody else, and then putting it in the closet. Kind of tired of seeing that. I want to see people do better with this, bonus money that's given, make that repair in the house. It's just, I'm just giving you some things, but it's tons of things you can do. Even if it's an experience, I wouldn't advise if you're not in the best financial position, but, you know, I ask people sometimes, I hear them, I say, you ever took your kids to Disney? It's no, but you've been to Miami 6 times. Create that memory with that, that money. But most importantly, like, let's just use it to invest. Let's build memories with it. Let's just not take it and give it back to the mall, give it back to the consumer. So, I got a guy over here on Facebook talking about he want to invest in the property uh, using a jumbo loan. Where we're going to take some of that money and we're going to clean up some things and we're going to get that property. My man Quan from down DC, my guy, what's up? But yeah, overall, man, like I said, I'm not gonna keep you guys too long. I like to come on here, drop a few jewels, let you get back to your day. But just start creating that plan in your mind now. Like, when I get this money, what am I going to do with it? Because and I know, if you watch, come January going into February, the ads start to be like Christmas again because they know people got that bread, they got that money. Let's get that. So let's start building that plan so we can have that discipline that I'm gonna make this money work for me now. I'm not going to just give it out, give it back, and then be back in the same position. I'm not going to ball out for a month and then be back in the same thing. So as always, man, I always say it. Today's a good day to start. Get up, get out, get active. See you guys next week. Same place, same time, 12:30 Wealth Wednesdays. I'm not sure if you got tickets yet to the Digital Branding Expo that's actually happening. It's supposed to happen this week, but the team they didn't make magic happen. Bigger, better location they got going on. Some extra bonuses in there. Get your tickets, man. It's definitely make that investment. It's $99. You can't beat it. So hopefully I'll see y'all there next week. That's next Saturday and Sunday at the Digital Branding Expo. I want to see you guys there. I'll definitely see you guys next Wednesday, Wealth Wednesdays. Brett Parker, the Urban Accountant. I'm out. Like I said, get out, get up, get active.